First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to the true and living power, which is Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Merkab, Kwadash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the true name of His only begotten Son, and there is no God beside them. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who definitely rule well, and honors and salutations to the hopeful elect. So what I want to get into this lesson is the hopeful elect, and pretty much when you look at The Godfather or any of those mafia style movies, you have something called like the five families, man, I believe. And these five families are the most prominent. Matter of fact, let's go into it a little bit, because when we're in the kingdom, it's gonna be like the 144,000 families. Okay, because in the book of Revelation speaks on how, you know, you're gonna have 12,000 from each tribe that are gonna be sealed. So each one of the 144,000, the hopeful elect, is gonna become like a powerful family, so to speak. We're gonna be of the elect within the elect. So the Lord is gonna have it as if there's 144,000 families, man. Of course, all Israel is gonna be saved, but the hopeful elect is gonna be above, because we stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. So let's read this. Who are the five families in Godfather? In the power vacuum created by Mazzaria's murder, Maranzano reorganized the mafia's power structure. He recognized the groups that would become the five families, then known as the Luciano, Gagliano, Maranzano, and Profasi outfits, and demarcated their respective territories. Ooh, see? So he even, now let's get into this word demarcated. Probably another way of saying distributed. Yeah, set the boundaries of, separated, divided, distinguished. So gave them, separated their territories. Alright, so now the certain men, the head of the house, he would what? Continue to have his children, as we even seen in the movie. He would have his children, and then they would grow up to run their territories, and it would just get passed down and passed down. But of course there's a bunch of families in New York, but out of all families, these five families was distinguished, man, and exalted above the rest, and had a territory to run in wickedness. So, and as we can see, it says Maranzano reorganized the mafia's power structure, and then he separated their respective territories. So he gave them respective territories. Now that reminds me of real quick. And I got a quote the brother Tazawar in the camp, because he mentioned how you know, most people will have like three homeboys, four right hand men, you know, or their crew. There are like 5 men in their crew, 6. Even the Wu-Tang had however many. It was a nice sized group, like 8, 9 people. Well, the Lord's crew is the 144,000, man. That's the Lord's crew. That's how many homeboys, so to speak, the Lord has, because that's the hopeful elect. And It's like now I'm starting to get all over the place. Let me get the scriptures rolling in. It says, Luke 19. I'm gonna get to the point for time's sake. Luke 19 and 16. Then came the first, saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, Well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. See? So this is the what's the word to use? This is the marketing, the marketing of Yahweh Shai, separating respective territories. So now when the Lord returns, he's going to give each of us a certain territory that we may rule over. Okay? He's going to give us certain power. He says that when he returns, to them that overcome, he's going to give them a rod of iron to rule over the nations, man. He's going to allocate, Yahweh Shai is going to allocate riches, resources, slaves, land, all these different things. He's going to allocate it accordingly to his hopeful elect. Okay? See? To the 144,000, which is the hopeful elect, and then the 1/3, of course. But then all Israel is going to be saved. All Israel is eventually going to get in line, but you're going to have those that are more prominent, which are those that stood stiffly for the name of the Lord. So it's like, hey, when you look at the mafia, the 5 families, and sometimes they would all come together. They showed that in Godfather of Harlem. The 5 families have come together. And we've decided, Bumpy Johnson, you know, that you're a suspect in the murder of a made man. What do you have to say? And they all the 5 families came together, sitting at the table together. Well, guess what, man? Yahweh Shai is going to have 144,000 families, so to speak. And each one of the hopeful elect is a progenitor, man. Each one of the hopeful elect is a progenitor of what's going to become nations of the men that got beamed up in those chariots. They're going to come down and become nations, man. And Israel is already going to be as the sand of the sea. The children that the hopeful elect produce alone is going to be as the sand of the sea. And we're going to be sitting on top of that sand of the sea, man. That's 144,000 men that are sealed. So let me grab it. Revelation 7:1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Talking about that destruction that's to come. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed in 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Ooh. So these men that are sealed are destined for salvation. Let me just get the word sealed real quick. Sealed from the Greek word here. I can't pronounce it, Salakia. To set a seal upon, to mark with a seal, to seal for security. Ooh, from Satan. Security. Make sure they're secure from Satan when that time, because guess what? The devil's going to come down as a madman, sparing none. Make sure that they're secure within not taking that mark. Some of them are going to have to be beheaded. Put the spirit on them to endure. Secure them from not taking that mark ultimately. Since things sealed up are concealed, Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, so sealed, man. Protected ultimately. Protected. Why? So that we can obtain that salvation. Okay, and now when we obtain that salvation, we're gonna be solidified for all eternity. Do you see what's on the line here, man? Do you see what's on the line? You really can't play with this, man. In some way, some shape, some form, we have to be contributing to the Spirit, man. Every single day. You know? Because this is something that we don't want to miss out on, man. Israel is as the sand of the sea. And here it is. We're going to be on top of the sand of the sea, man. Forever. Solidified. For all eternity. The whole full elect. And now let me get Isaiah 60 and 22. Just a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time. See that? So ultimately the hopeful elect. And then you got the rank of the hopeful elect. Even the least is going to become 1,000. Because as I went into, Yahushua is going to allocate, like the scriptures say, man, he that soweth bountifully shall reap bountifully. He that soweth sparingly shall reap sparingly. So Yahushua is going to allocate. Hey, Yahushua said in Revelation, he's coming and his reward is with him to give to every man as according as his work shall be. So even the least is going to become as 1,000. And you are of the hopeful elect, one of the men that was sealed to be destined for salvation. And you are going to become a nation yourself. You're going to have like 1,000 children, man. And that's the least, man. That's the least. How much more if we put in that work? And you're not of the least. You're going to have tens of thousands of children, man. And you sit at the head of all of them. The progenitor. That's heavy, man. That is heavy. One of the 144,000 families, man. Right? I'm just using that term, a mafia, as if it's, a mafia style, so to speak. Because all of our children are going to know who they go back to. They go back to a man that stood stiffly for the name of the Lord. You know? Our children, man, as we become a nation, they're going to be more prominent than your average Israelite that just now came about. And that's just how big Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai is, yo. The 5 families. No, the Lord gonna have the 144,000 families, man. You know, the Lord may give us planets, whatever, and then we'll have to allocate it. Now, all right, now we're gonna do some allocate. The Lord allocated me this. Now we're gonna have to do allocating to our sons. I want this son here. I want this son there. Whoo, man, can't wait, yo. But we gotta work for it. Me, myself, man, I'm trying to, get to doing a lesson a day. But if you don't do a lesson a day, at least be contributing towards building towards that, man. You know, pretty much we're constantly being profitable. trying to, you know, posture up towards growth, towards that, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. Hey, just think of the 144,000 families, man. Putting it in Mafia's term as a progenitor for being faithful to Yahweh Shai. Man. So all praise and glory to Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this is edifying. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.